Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into 24 Flix. I am here with one of the stars of the film, Don't Say My Name. Don't forget to check us out at 24flix.com for this groundbreaking and heart-wrenching film. We're going to get into what the film is all about here with Rasheda. And I want to welcome you first. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
This is going to be a great conversation. I want you to introduce yourself to everyone, but also want everyone to know that you play the prosecutor, and it's Beth Hamilton in the
Yes,
film.
ma'am.
So tell us a little bit about, how did you get into acting and what drew you to this role in particular?
Wow. So acting is one of those things that just kind of fell on my lap. Back in 2017, I made a decision that I didn't want to wake up every day hating life and going to a job that I disliked. And I have a passion for photography, so I'm also a photographer. So after building my faith in the Lord and wanting to not just be a believer but a follower of God, I decided to take him on his word and decided to live my life out of faith and do whatever he put in front of me. So long story short, quit my job to be a full-time photographer, and then acting fell on my lap. And my third ever audition, I booked a SAG commercial, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool. I can do this." And I quickly got a reality check on how hard acting is. But I fell in love with it. So I saw a casting for Don't Say My Name. And as an actress, we're always looking for strong roles or roles that we can showcase our skills and so on. So I actually auditioned for the role of Dr. Gill.
Wow.
And I auditioned for it, hadn't heard anything for several weeks, probably over a month. And then one day, Marty, the producer, called me out of nowhere and was just like, "Hey, Rasheda, just, want to let you know, thank you for your time, but, we didn't choose you for the role of Dr. Gill." I said, "Okay, that's nice. Thank you so much for calling me to let me down. I appreciate that." And then he was like, "But we really want you for the role of the prosecutor." They love the way I auditioned. I guess I came across fairly strong in my role for Dr. Gill. And they were like, "We see you as a prosecutor, and will you accept the role?" And I was like, "Heck yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
I've had conversations with a few other actors in the film, and everyone has a different reaction to playing the role and to the subject matter.
Mm-hmm.
And so how did you walk away from this film and playing the role that you did? Were you impacted? Did it impact you emotionally? Your awareness? Like what changed for Rasheda after the role?
You know what? Honestly, before Don't Say My Name, human trafficking was not on my radar. I had never heard about it. It was something I was just like, "What is that?" And it was interesting because after I did the film, I saw it everywhere, all over the news, but I wasn't aware of how big of a problem it was, especially in the area that I'm located. I'm in Orlando, Florida, and Orlando is one of the top 10 cities for human trafficking. And I had no clue. It was nowhere on my radar. So it was awesome to be part of a movement like this. And one of the things, when I pray, I don't just, pray in the morning and pray at night. I talk to God all day long, right? Because I need strength for this life. And I always ask him, I said, "Tell me what to do, what to say, and to whom." And I think this is having a role like this and being part of a movie that is shedding light on such an important topic. I feel like is one of the ways he's answered my prayer when I say, "Use me and tell me what to do and what to say." So,
it's funny that you mentioned that. I think that my very first time even being aware that this was a thing was the movie Taken. And I had this conversation with one of the other stars of the film earlier, and I kind of felt like, how did I not know this was going on? Like,
yeah.
But now that we see, even most recently, women disappearing, like it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But we are becoming more aware, and even like you said, your involvement with the project has increased your awareness. So tell us a little bit about the prosecutor in this film, and I want everyone to know that we're going to put up where you can go get your tickets to see the
Yes.
film and the different premieres. But you will see Rasheda as she said, the strong prosecutor. So tell us a little bit about this person in the film.
Well, the way I approached the character was as a woman, trying to defend another woman in a tragic story like this. And I'm also a parent. So I dug into that aspect of my personal life to get what I needed out of the character, as kind of like not like a bodyguard, but someone who's trying to protect the weak, protect women. And so it was actually quite easy for me to dig into that portion of myself, being a parent, and wanting to make sure that the weak are not taken advantage of by the strong. So
Well, I think that as a mom, right, that mama bear comes out.
yes.
That's probably one of the best places to be able to pull that inspiration from.
Hmm.
And do you have, so you have been in the industry have you played any other roles like this or similar to this role?
So I feel like it's if you look at my film credits, it's funny, but I usually get cast in roles like this, either attorneys or like doctor roles or principals or
Yeah.
fairly strong roles. I'm not complaining, and I enjoy it. I have a very strong parent, being my mother, and I think I kind of tap into her strength when I'm playing a lot of those characters, and so it feels very natural for me. But
Yeah, and you know what? We're so happy that you got selected for this role. I mean, that sounds like your gifting, and obviously, your prayers, right, were answered,
mhm,
and you got right into the role that I feel like the Lord wanted you in. So we know that this project is going to educate a lot of people around the country that, like
mhm,
us, we weren't really aware. If you could speak to someone right now who's watching this and they're like, why should I see this? Or why should I
mhm.
stop when I'm on 24flix.com to click on this? What's the why? Why should we support this project?
Well, it's if you're somebody like the way I was, where I wasn't even really aware of human trafficking and how bad it was in the area that I live in. Um, this film will help open, I think, a lot of people's eyes to not just the topic of human trafficking, because I think a lot of people are aware of it, but it's a film that's based on true stories. It's based on what women, not just children, but adults are going through on a regular basis. At this moment, as we're speaking, there is a woman who's being either kidnapped or being taken advantage of, being beaten, being sold, all types of stuff at this very moment. So I think it's important to keep our eyes open to this topic so that we can protect our women, our children, our daughters, our sisters, from anything like this ever happening to them, especially our children as they're learning to um, trust people, especially trust adults, so
Yeah.
they know what could possibly happen to them if they're not paying attention or we're not watching or so on and so forth. So yeah.
You hit the nail on the head. The, the funny thing is that it has brought awareness. This has become more of the evening news topic of the night, right? It's ongoing. We
Right.
just hear about this all the time. And as you mentioned, someone is going through it right now, even as we're doing this interview.
Right.
And I think awareness plays such a huge role. People wouldn't think something like a film, right,
Hmm.
would actually could save a life. And I do know
Yes.
like several stories here locally where I am, where a waitress in a restaurant notices something strange about people sitting at a
Hmm.
table, and she signals or gives someone a note to signal if they need help. And it's just
Right.
us keeping our eyes open, and as two mama bears sitting here, yeah, we are
Hmm.
educating our kids to
Hmm.
also be very aware. So
And also as Christians, it's something to add to our list of things to pray about.
right.
To for not only for us to have our eyes open, but to have the courage to stand up for those who are weaker than ourselves.
Absolutely. Well, it has absolutely been my pleasure and honor to have Rasheda Isaac with us today. The film is Don't Say My Name, and I want to put up some information here on the bottom. You can purchase tickets at don'tsaymyname.com.
Hmm.
We have some film premieres that are coming up, very exciting, even here in Central Florida, where I am, here
Yes.
in November, right? So,
Yes.
but I believe you all can go to this website, find out where the premieres are happening in your area, and also get tickets. So again, Rasheda, thank you so much for being my guest, and thank you all for tuning in to 24flix.com. We know that it's going to be here on 24flix as well, so don't forget to go and take a look, see what's out there in 24flix. A lot of great programming, and certainly we'll be watching you, Rasheda, and Don't Say My Name.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. I'm Candi Bryan for 24flix.com. We'll see you soon.
All right, bye.